Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and BTC is back. It's currently moving towards recovering from that dramatic drop that we had yesterday, sitting at the time of this recording at just over 67,000. Now in this video, I have a big scoop. The crypto voter is here, and they are proving to be powerful. Warren is learning that she is going to be on the wrong side of history. And I'm also going to weigh in big time on R3 and the use of the digital asset XRP, along with BRICS blockchain-based payments. Also, the head of RippleX wrote an op-ed that you want to know about, especially if you're looking for an investment in opportunities related to DeFi. All right, everybody, let's go. Quality researchers are very careful to share important details about this space. A few months ago, I read a trusted post based on first-hand conversation, by the way, that R3 was not using the digital asset XRP. To double check that nothing had changed, another person checked in with R3 today, and the answer still is the same: no. I'm talking about a report that was published by the IMF that was obviously now mistakenly referred to having an R3 XRP blockchain. And this created a lot of confusion. It was under this person's understanding that R3 didn't utilize the XRP ledger in any form since the company's lawsuit and subsequent settlement with Ripple. The question was asked, is this true, and is the IMF publication wrong? The answer came back from the content marketing and communications lead. It continues to confirm R3 is not affiliated with XRP nor any cryptocurrency related projects or activities. We are solely a digital currencies, digital assets, and interoperability solutions company, harnessing the power of enterprise-grade distributed ledger technology being used by major global central and commercial banks, FMIs, and financial corporations. Best, Tamsin. I want to thank Tamsin Reichendaler Hill for replying to that request. Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao, the CEO of SBI Holdings here in Japan, is the largest outside shareholder of R3. On numerous occasions in his investment relations meetings, he's expressed his desire for both companies, both Ripple and R3, to work together, even after the lawsuit. But the friction continues between the two, and he says it's a challenge. He has recently brought under his umbrella a brand new company. This is the SBI XDC Network APAC for the Asia-Pacific region. He's going to demonstrate, through an experiment that was announced in December, a connection of the XDC network with Corda and also with the Corda bridge. Corda is the R3 blockchain. And one more bit of information on this subject. This is Quantifidential. He just recently changed his name. R3 doesn't use, and why he says this is because he is a Corda developer. He says it provides, more specifically, a blockchain framework of which the users can implement any settlement mechanism that they see fit. I understand that a lot of us are sometimes inside an XRP bubble. When you take a look outside of that bubble and, for example, do a little research on R3, they make their own way in this space. They are performing Wells Fargo cross-border payments without the reliance on SWIFT. And don't think that they're sleeping on CBDCs. These are just a few of the projects that they have going on in Singapore, Hong Kong, and India, along with Bhutan, Kazakhstan, and the Pacific Islands. What you really want to look at is the R3 Acceleration Program. This is part of the solution where Corda underpins the DTCC settlement, and it is operating at scale. It's a cross-border solution that has also a component of liquidity. And lastly, the Business Awards in the UK for the 2024 winner of the FinTech Award Best Blockchain Tech went to R3. In reading more about this award, it covered the tokenization capabilities. Now allow me to weigh in just a little bit on the headlines that were all across media yesterday in regards to the BRICS payment system using blockchain technology and digital assets. This came from TASS. TASS is a Russian news agency. Like most media around the world, TASS has a reputation for very strong propaganda. The BRICS idea of creating a new development bank was first proposed at the 2012 BRICS Summit, with a formal agreement being signed in 2014. In 2016, their own payment system was abuzz. And in 2017 and 18, blockchain and cryptocurrency for their payments hit the headlines. Now here we are in 2024, and the headlines are the same. Marcus Infanger, the head of RippleX at Ripple, wrote an article, and it published in the Blockworks media just in the last 24 hours. It's a great article. The total token value deposited in DeFi apps has crossed 60 billion. You've got HSBC, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citi, they're all converging towards tokenization. While oversight may clash with the staunchest ideological DeFi proponents, it's time to confront reality, he writes. What he's talking about is that it is time to become compliant. I hope you were able to catch Santiago when he spoke about the unique details. He's got a KYC token for the world's first compliant futures platform called XDeFi Protocol, which has been built on Flare. It was a great space. If you do have time to go back and listen, I recommend it highly. A link to that will be in the description of this video. Flare Networks is the perfect place for tokenizing real-world assets. They have the smart contracts for transferring the ownership and the state connectors and FTSOs for accurate data. I'll be meeting up for a recorded conversation with the co-founder, Jake Lee of Uppercent. We're going to talk about real-world assets. This is something I'm very passionate about. You'll understand why if you tune in to our conversation. So this is my 8th year in crypto, and I've been here for the ideology, I've been here for the tech, the utility, and yes, I've been here for the meme coins, and I'm having a blast. I've got a curated clip from a video that I received today. I'm not an affiliate of Merlin, only an investor who has learned the hard way by not paying attention to setting price targets in the past. So to counterbalance the greedy emotions that we all get in a bull market, this will help you not get wrecked. So do enjoy. Until next time, sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
Hello, everybody. My name is Johnny Crypto with a K. One of the biggest questions I get asked all the time is, Johnny, how do I determine exit targets for my portfolio? So I want to take some time today and walk you through how to do that. What is an exit plan and what isn't an exit plan? And it really starts with understanding how the markets work. And the way the markets typically work is we have these two phases. We have a speculation phase and a utility phase. And in the speculation phase, we see here, you see this yellow line that represents the price of something. But that's happening while we look at the blue line before the technology is ever even developed. We're still in the blue line represents as we're moving from the idea all the way to when it actually happens. And we see this adoption gap here where there's a time period that could be anywhere from 3 years to 14 years. It can be a very long time. And as we move from speculation to utility, we see that the price goes up in the beginning and down, and then kind of recovers and goes back up in the end when the S curve and the real utility happens. We want to make sure we're creating a plan that can capitalize on the way up so we don't end up holding everything on the way down. So an exit plan really is just a strategy of saying, hey, I'm going to take some portion of what I own and I'm going to plot some exit targets along the way on the upside. And I'm also going to hold some for the long run in case on the downside, in case, for example, if the price continues to go up over time. And what you're going to see here as we focus on this, we're going to come in and we're going to apply the Fibonacci tool. So the first thing you want to do is come up here to Fibonacci retracement and we click this. Okay, and we click, make sure Fib retracement is highlighted. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our mouse and we're going to look for the highest point. Some people like to do it on the actual candle. Some use the actual wick. In this example, we can use the wicks. So we're going to click and we're going to hold swing high and we're going to go all the way down to the swing low. We see the lowest point is right here, this wick here. And then we can just stretch to the right without making sure we and keep that bottom lined up perfectly. And that is going to allow us now to apply our Fibonacci targets. Okay.